everyone, and welcome back to our supplemental videos. And today we are going to discuss module number 2, lesson 3 of our statistics and probability na subject. So today we are going to have this lesson, which is all about the shaded region under the normal curve. So today we are going to understand some probability notations. Aside from that is, of course, we're going to apply those notations in finding the values using our z-table. And after finding the values in the z-table, we are going to sketch the normal curve. So kung saan nato na siya, we are going to have that one later on. And we are going to discuss this step by step. Okay, so for today, let us start na diretso. Yun na ako siya butangan pag mga laing pang introductions. Let's proceed with probability notations. So kaning mga notations ginagamit ni siya no, to indicate certain values under the normal curve, because mathematicians do not like to put too much words. Instead, ilang gina-compress using notations. So for example, is this first notation. This is P of A less than Z, where Z is less than B. No, ibig sabihin, Z is in between A and B because Z is greater than A but less than B. So what does this mean? This means that the probability that the Z value is between A and B. So natay ipangita nga isa jud ka Z value. So unsa bar sa kadako ang iyang probability na makita siya between A and B. Mo ni siya ang first notation. Second notation is P of Z greater than A, which is greater than A, no? So, ang pasabot ani, this is the probability that the Z value is greater than A or above A. So, unsa ba ang probability nga? Ang atong ipangita nga Z value is nasa ibabaw sa A. A is another value no, na ginahatag sa problem. Another is P of Z less than A. This is the probability that the Z value is less than A or below A. So, mas baba sa imuhang A. So, ba ang probability niya? Last one is P where, or P of Z is equal to 0. So, ang atong Z is equal to 0. Z value is equal to 0. This probability, this means that the probability that the Z value is equal to 0. Ang pasabot aning Z is equal to 0 is imong Z value is equal to exactly 1 point on the curve. So later on, I'm going to show you some examples of some of the notations, no? Para mas masabtan ninyo kung saan may pasabot aning kani siya nga mga notations. So I'm going to give that one to you later on. But before we go through that, let us first understand the Z-table. How Z-table is used and how is it connected in solving these kinds of problems, you know? And aside from that, how is it connected to our normal curve? Okay? Naay actually daghan og klase-klase nga Z-tables. Katong bitong gihatag sa gipakita na ako last time, no, sa inyong nga video. That is an example of a Z-table. Now that Z-table is very specific, no, nga Z-table. Ang katong mga values nga naa dito sa Z-table, it represents the values from 0 to this side. Okay? So, it's very specific. Naay mga Z-tables nga naa siya'y ingani sa notation sa taas, naa siya'y ana. No? Kani siya nga Z-table, lahi po na siya o values. Naapoy mga Z-table nga negative ang values. So those Z-tables have different values and lahi siya pagkagamit. Although connected gud siya, pero lahi gud siya pagkagamit. That is why we are going to focus on one Z-table. Katong akong gi-present last time, ug gihatag po siya, no? Given na siya daan sa inyong modules. So I am going to explain the concept of the normal curve. Always remember this, no? Unsa tong characteristics sa normal curve? The whole area under the normal curve is equal to 1. Timanan ha? Kaning tibuok nga area din this is equal to 1. Okay? And then remember, sa standard normal curve, ang imuhang mean, remember this, ang imuhang mean is equal to 0. And where can you find your mean? It is found at the center of your normal curve. Another characteristic is that ang imuhang standard deviation is equal to 1. That is why from 0, mag-add kag 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. And so on. Whereas on the other side, here on the left side, you can see that 0 minus 1 is negative 1. Negative 1 minus, negative 1 minus 1 no, is negative 2. And then, negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3. And so on. Okay? Muna nyo hang timanan. That is why nga niyahang nag-right. Also in your modules. Aside from that, always remember this, no? Nga sa inyong ginahatag na value sa katong Z tables is, ang yang value is from 0 to this side. Padulong dito. Okay? Therefore, if kani siyang buo is 1, pila ni siya, pila ang paranin? Pila ang part ani? Pila ang value aning half? Kaning nga part, ang half ani. This is equal to, pila man ang 1 divide 2? Pila ang 1 ba inunog duha? Di ba 1 half? 1 half in decimal point or in decimal form is 0.5. Therefore, this area right here on the left side, this is 0.5. Okay? Also, here on the other side, this is also 0.5. Because 0.5 plus 0.5 is equal to 1. Diha gikuha no ang mga values nga naa sa inyong Z tables, no? Muna siya ang pasabot ana dinha. Ang kanang mga values dinha, it represents some area under your normal curve. Okay? On this next part, I am going to show you some examples and we are going to solve each one of them para mag-guide mo kung saan ba pag-answer katong mga next nga activities on your module. Welcome back, and I'm again presenting you with 3 examples for this lesson. Let's answer the first one, okay? Find the proportion of the area between Z is equal to 2 and Z is equal to 3. So if we are going to apply what we have heard a while ago, we are going to take this word as a hint. Now, ang atong ipangita is the probability that Z is between A and B. No? Familiar? A is 2 and B is equal to 3. No? Duha ka values. So what would be our notation? Our notation is the probability that Z is greater than 2 and less than 3. No? Kaya ang imong Z na gusto pangitaon is naa sa tunga sa 2 ug sa 3. Okay? Our first step, no? Our step A is we are going to draw the normal curve first, no? Ato sa pangitaon asa mga region under the normal curve ang ato ang ginapangita. So, in this case, this is your line, your x-axis, and this is your normal curve. This is your standard normal curve. This is 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Ang atong ipangita nga region is between 2 and 3. This is your 2, correct? And this is your 3. So, ang atong ipangita nga region is kaninga part taniya. This is what we are looking for. Okay? Now, after the first step, after we draw the normal curve and we determine which part of your curve are we looking for, we are going to use our Z tables, kani siya sa inyong module, no? And we are going to find the value of 2 and 3. No? In my previous video, I told you, or I already taught you how to find or how to get the Z table value of the Z's nga ginahatag, no? So, ang first nato nga Z nga pangitawan is equal to 2. Well, the other one is Z is equal to 3. Now, looking at your table value, our z is equal to 2 is right here. Now, 2.00, di ba? Ang atong button is i-convert nato ni siya into 3-digit values. Pag kuman, gamito nato ni siya, pangitawan, gamito nato ang first 2 digits, dinhi. Tapos, gamito nato ni siya nga column. Tapos, ang last digit is gamito nato diri sa row. Di ba? So, 2.0 is this one. The value or the z-table value of 2 is 0.4772. Okay? Now, how about 3? So, 3.0, gamito natin yung first 2 digits and look for it in here in your column. And then, ang last digit kaya dito sa mong row. So, 3.0 is somewhere sa sumpay ani. And I guess the answer for that would be 0.4987. No, are you following? So, muna siya ang values, muna siya ang z-table values sa kaning z is equal to 2. Muna siya ang z-table value sa imong z is equal to 3. Now, these values, asa lagikan? Doesn't make sense. Where did it come from? I am going to show you kung asa na siya lagikan by drawing here. No, because I told you a while ago that your z-table values are actually the regions under your normal curve. So, atong buhaton is, ipakita na ko sa inyo ha, ang duha ka normal curves, no? So, kaning si kuan, kaning 0.4772, dili na siya, di ba? 0 man ni 0, 1, 2. Kaning negative 1, negative 2. Kaning si 0, no? Kaning 0.4772, mo ni siya ang region. Remember this, di ba? 2 man ni, z is equal to 2. Kaning, z is equal to 2. Okay, timanan ni ha? Z is equal to 2, kani siya kaning line. Pero kaning siya, gikan dinhi, padulong dinhi, no? Kaning area under ana, this part right here, mo na siya ang 0.4772. Kaning area, kada kong i-shade. Whereas, dito sa pikas, asa makita si 0.4987. So, mag-drawing ta usab, 0, 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3, for example. So, kani siyang 0.4987, dili na siya makita. Gikan dinhi sa imong 0, padulong dinhi sa imong z is equal to 3. Klaro? So, kani siyang area dinhi tanan, this is equal to 0.4987. Karon ang atong problema kay dili man kanitanan o dili kanitanan ang ipangita. Mo man siya no, mo man siya diri atong sumpayan, mo na siya ang 3. Ang atong ipangita, no students, is kanilang gamay nga area from 2 and 3. No, kaning gamay nga area which is nasakop na sa kaning part. No? So unsa atong gamiton nga operation para makuha nato ang area gikan dinhi sa 2 hangtod sa 3 gamit ang z-table values nimo. No? So the answer to that is subtraction. Atong kuhaan siya. Kuhaon nato ni gikan aning for 0.4987 i-minus nato si 0.4772 para makuha nato ning gamay nga portion dinhi. Itimaan nato kung ato na siya i-drawing, no? Mo man ni siya ang 4987. Tama? Kani siya nga area tanan dinhi. Tapos kabaluman ka nga kani dinhi pod, kani dinhi na part is si 4772. So ang atong gusto na pagpangitaon kay kanila man sa itong buhaton. Atong ihawaon ni siya nga region, atong ni kuhaon nga region dinhi para makuha lang nato ni kani nga part. Klaro? No, so atong buhaton is atong i-minus. No? So, P, Z, P, probability of 2Z3 is equal to 0.4987. ang value ani, no, which is 0.4772. The answer to that would be 0.0215. Ibig sabihin, kani nga gamay nga portion danhi, kani siya, this is equal to 0.0215. That means that the probability that Z is greater than 2 and less than 3 is equal to 0.0215. Okay? Ingana paggamit, no? Mo na siya ang connection between your Z table and your normal curve. How are we going to use the Z table values in solving the shaded region under your normal curve? Okay? How about example number 2? Let us proceed with example number 2. For example number 2, we need to find the proportion of the area below Z is equal to 1. Our key word is below. Ibig sabihin, less than. So, ang atong notation is P is equal to Z is less than 1. Okay, Z is less than 1. So, first step, your third step. First step is we are going to locate, no, the area which we can find Z below 1 or Z less than 1. So, ato siyang drawing on, mo siya yung x-axis, mo siya yung table, our mean, I mean curve, mo yung 0, 1, 2, and 3. Then, we have negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. Asa na fit si Z is equal to 1? Mo ni si ya. No? This is Z is equal to 1. Which area are we looking for? We are looking for this entire area right here. We are looking for this area right there. Pila ang probability, anak. Okay? So, what are we going to do? Next step is we are going to use your Z table value. So, again, no? And we are going to look for the Z table value of Z is equal to 1. Okay? So, Z is equal to 1.00. Kaya mo na ito ng tulo, di ba? So, ang first two digits, look for the row, dara siya, dara, 1.0. And then, ang last na digit, kay sa imong column sa taas, tanawa ko ha sila nagtagbo, nag-intersect. So, the answer for that is 0.3413. Klaro ba? Okay? Karon, muna ba niya ang answer dayon? Kanina yun? No, that is not the answer. Nga naman, ako ipakita sa inyo ha, asa nang dapit ang 0.3413. Kung ito nang gawin mo sa itong gamay nga Z table, I mean curve, Z table, ito ang bell curve or normal curve. Yeah. 0, 1, 2, 3. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Kung ako nang drawingon, kaning 0.3413, di ba mo man yung Z is equal to 1? No? Ang kanya siya nga value is gikan din ha sa imong 0, padulong din sa imong 1. Mo lang na siya ang kana. Okay? Nawa, kani siya, kani 0.3413, gikan na siya din sa 0, padulong diya sa 1. Pero katong gipangita, kani man, tanan man dinhi kay below, tanan man below 1. Meaning 1, kung ito ka padulong, that is above 1. Kaya padako man dinhi. Trita, kay ano man, below 1 man, pagamay sa 1, less than 1. So, kaning tibok area, gikan sa imong 1, hangtod diri sa paubos na. Klaro sa negative values. So, kung saan ka man na, what are we going to do with that? We are going to use the characteristic or one characteristic of your what? Of your normal curve. Kung saan? Di ba gitulon ako kanina na ang half ani, ang half sa imuhang ang half sa imuhang curve is equal to 0.5. Tama? Meaning, gikan diri sa 0, padulong diri sa imuhang tumoy, sa imong negative 3. Kanita lang na area dinhi is equal to 0.5. So, usawa na ito ng 0.5 nimo o 0.341 para makuha nimo ning area. Gikan din sa 1, pababa diri sa negative 3. You are going to add the two values. So, mag-addition ka. Okay, so the probability that z is below 1 is equal to 0.5 or 0.5 plus 0.3413. Ganaon siya. Now, if you're going to add the two of them, that is going to be 0.8413. Okay? O ba? That means that kani siya nga area dinhi, gikan dinhi sa imuhang 1 pababa, no? This is equal to 0.8413. I will check the answer in your module. Tama ba? Okay, tama. Okay? Therefore, no, the probability that z is less than 1 is kaning area dinhi is equal to 0.8413. No, I hope that you are following and you are being enlightened by this explanation. Last one. Find the area that z value is exactly equal to 1. Exactly equal to 1. What type of notation is this? No, di pa rin ko ganina, show na ako. Therefore, ganun siya is probability that z is equal to 0. Ano man, kung ito nang drawingon, so yung mukhang normal curve, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Pila daw ang area, ang z value is exactly man, kanimong yun, exactly equal to 1. Wala siya gihatag na below 1 or above 1 or in between 1 and 2. Wala yung nga na. Exactly equal to 1 gid siya. Diha nga linya. That means, wala. Wala ka i-solve. No? Therefore, zaman, z is equal to 0 automatically. Na din ha. Okay? So, the probability, I'm sorry, this is not equal to 0. This is equal to 0 again. So, P of z is equal to 1 is equal to 0. No? So, that is how you solve for the area, no? Or areas under the normal curve. Kailangan gid siya og mathematic nga analysis. You need to analyze the problem first and you need to analyze kung sa ba ang mga given. So, kani siya, kung hindi siya gitinamban para sa inyo ha. Dili kay medyo shortcut no, sa inyong module. Kani siya gitinamban ko gini para mas masabtan ninyo ang concept nganong ina ang answer sa inyong module. Okay? So, that ends my lesson for today about shaded region under the normal curve. And I'm going to give you another video which talks about another topic which is next to this. Okay? So, that's it for today. Bye!